to our usuals now, and we'll kick it off with the Gorge. I didn't know John watched it too, but yeah, there you go. We're gonna talk about the Gorge.
Ratings first.
Yeah, ratings first. I was gonna make a little joke first, but okay, go ahead. Ratings first.
No jokes
What's the
first.
joke?
Yeah.
I think we all walked away from the Gorge knowing we need to all buy a 1940s Jeep. Is that agreed? Like that shit is a fucking
Yeah.
That shit was
beast.
ridiculous.
It's
Yeah.
a tank
yeah.
hybrid.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
You
yeah.
thought? Wait, hold on. Well, never mind. Just go to your ratings.
That shit survived
I was
bombs.
well.
they found battery. That shit's still working after fucking
Yeah.
decades.
So
Right.
That shit's able to scale mountains off of a
That
fucking
shit was
winch.
Ridiculous.
Okay, is
Yeah.
that was that realistic? Do they do that for real? Because I
No.
saw that, I was like, "There's no way."
No, they rigged it.
There's
Even the-
nothing
even
that
the
is gonna
military
climb up
ones?
a fucking mountain like that.
That
Even
shit
the
was
military
crazy.
ones.
Even the military ones.
Well, I was telling him, what the fuck do they make zip lines out of?
Yeah, we'll get to all that
Mm.
because let's get into our rating, and I guess you guys will kind of see where what we think about the movie. I'll start it off. I was looking at Rotten Tomatoes and I saw 80s. I think if I'm not mistaken, it was in the 80s and shit like that. I don't know what they saw, but what I didn't see.
Right, it wasn't the same movie.
I'm at a 4 on this, man. I'm at a 4 on this, and that goes to Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. Like I had no problems with their performance. They did fantastic. But outside of that, I was like, nah, that's not that. Once they told us what the mystery was and what we jumped down in there, I was like, it just got ridiculous after that. It just really got ridiculous how the shit they were doing now. But more on that later. But go ahead, who wants to go next?
Oh shit. John, I want to hear what you thinking.
It's like, this is out of 10?
Yes.
God.
And he gave it a you get him a 4 out of 10?
Yes.
Four.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting to it. You go ahead, John.
It was like, like a 6 or 7.
Y'all?
I'll go 7, I guess.
Damn.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
should have gone last because it sounded like you guys liked it.
What did
Nah, I
y'all
didn't
think
like
at the
it.
end
I
of the
just didn't
movie?
think you
Go
were going
ahead.
that low. That was
This is about to get crazy.
Damn. You come at it. Damn.
He said a 9.
Say it.
he loved it. He loved it.
Go ahead. Hurry up.
You gotta say it.
I'm at 8, 9, bro.
What?
Hold on, Andrea.
That's crazy.
I'm high up there too. Not a 9, but maybe like a 8 or a 7.
All right.
Yeah.
J-Mac, I don't know what the fuck you watched. I'm at a 9.
A
What?
9?
Nah.
That's crazy. That's
All right,
crazy.
can
All
we
right,
get
well,
into
you
it?
guys
Can we get
know,
into what the fuck you guys like?
Joe will probably make this a YouTube video, so from here on out, here we go. Spoilers talks. What did you guys? Okay, well, here let me start with this. Look,
Once they made it a love bullshit.
Wait.
I knew that. I knew that going
I
in.
didn't
I
know.
was-
I didn't know.
I wasn't mad
nothing
about that.
I
I wasn't
expected
mad
that.
about that. Okay,
I thought they would. I was.
That's kind of crazy.
Did you watch
Um,
the trailer?
No, I didn't.
I
know
didn't
nothing
watch the
about
I
trailer.
did
it.
not watch
They
That's
said they
why.
gave away too much.
The only thing I knew was Justin sent me the message, and I said, "Fuck."
Yeah, that was it.
Now I gotta watch it.
The only thing, because in the trailer, they show them going into the gorge. That was the only thing.
Oh,
That's why I
okay.
wasn't sure. Maybe that would give away, but it was
I didn't
way
see that,
more
so.
than that. So it was all right. But
Didn't we watch the trailer?
yeah, I showed it to you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, give
I
out
was
Otter
with
what?
the movie. I was with the movie
Uh-huh.
from the beginning. All right, cool. Miles Teller.
Yeah.
Not even Anya first. Anya did this fucking
was-
crazy sniper shot. All right, cool. She's great. She's a fucking
Some
sniper.
Call
Yo.
of Duty shit. That was
Let-
dope. That was
yeah,
the
that was
best
great.
part
That was
of the
cool.
fucking movie.
Let's go to
Wow.
Miles.
Wow.
Miles was fucking Or they're telling us, not showing us. They showed us with Anya. They're telling us with Miles.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, he's a fucking legendary sniper. He's this and this.
I'm
He's
sorry,
having
are you okay?
PTSD. We see that, and he wakes up in the middle of the night at the beginning.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. We're choosing you. You're going for a year to go to the Gorge, and come to find out, they're there to guard some shit. I had no issues with that. I thought even their love story going at the beginning,
Yeah.
like talking to each other was cool. Like I had no issues with that. But my first problem comes when these motherfuckers have the eyes of a fucking hawk, if not better than a hawk, where they could see each other from fucking far and know that what each other's doing without seeing binoculars.
Yeah.
That was just ridiculous to me. That happened the first time. He's looking at her the very first time. She's like, what the fuck? Something's watching me. She turns around and looks this man dead in the fucking eyes at a mile away.
To be completely...
No. Ain't no completely fucking nothing.
To be completely fair,
she was sensing him.
The sense I give you, like sensing that someone's watching, but all she did was turn around. That was it. She just turned around
and looked straight at him. And looked straight at him. And he was like, oh shit. And then fucking
shit,
you can see me. Like, motherfucker, you can't see me looking at you. There's no way you can see me looking at you. So why am I going to be, oh, no. Fuck that. Like, I'm going to keep looking. There's no way you can see me.
That's funny.
But then they doubled down. They kept doing it. They kept doing it to where they can fucking see
like
each other from miles away and shit. Like, that was ridiculous.
See,
the
like,
creature started coming up and she's like, oh, what the fuck is down there? And from our vantage point, you can't see the fucking creatures going up the fucking wall. And she saw them without binoculars. She's looking, look down. Like, no, that was too far to see that shit. And they did that multiple times throughout the movie where they could see each other without binoculars.
I agree.
That was ridiculous.
They're like sniper people.
That doesn't have nothing to do with what our human eyes can see.
But I'm sure they like develop a way where they're like
developing.
I think.
And even if.
I was gonna say, I think you're exaggerating too much of how far. Like, yes, they were far. I understand they were far as shit, but you could still see something over there.
You can't see shit, bro. You can't.
Before
he got into the fucking nest, the guy over there, like, I've never seen anybody at East Tower. Like the only thing I saw was today when I saw lights or some shit.
When they were moving.
So there goes that.
Rotating.
No, the people before them can't see each other. They can't see each other. They're too far. They established that.
It seemed like the first guy didn't even give a fuck to even look. Is what it sounded like.
Nah, you by the time you're fucking in there for a few weeks with no fucking contact, you're gonna be curious to see who's over there. You can't see. Exactly.
That's what we saw in Miles Teller.
And he couldn't see shit. I'm saying the soldier before him couldn't see shit. They did not see each other.
My defense is that you're saying that, but they use the binoculars a lot. I gotta understand if they weren't using them as much. They used it a lot.
And then they weren't using them a lot as well. Go rewatch it with that in mind. Go rewatch that with that in mind. The beginning, I don't know, 40 minutes?
And be like, yup.
Yeah.
They literally looked at the binoculars after every time they put up a sign. Every single time they put up the binoculars.
And they did that too, but they also did it without the binoculars. Like, they could see each other perfectly. That was ridiculous.
They did do it without the binoculars.
It was way more with the binoculars.
That's fine. That's fine.
It was only like whenever he's like looking at her.
It was more
with the binoculars, and she turns around. She was just like turning around, and honestly, like I feel like I can look past that. Like it's not a big deal that I can look past that. I'm like, okay, it's just whatever. Part of their love story, right? And then whenever she sees the thing crawling up, they were using the binoculars in that scene.
No, not the very first time. The very first time, no, she saw. No,
they were right to each other.
We all just watched it, but I promise you, the very first time that she didn't have binoculars, they were playing the fucking game, and then she's like, "Oh shit, look down," with no binoculars in her hand.
Isn't that when they were shooting each other?
That's which we'll get into that fucking idiocy at the end too.
Why?
But no, go rewatch that too. I promise you guys, you look at it with that lens, and you're gonna understand like this shit's ridiculous.
I don't think they.
I think that's a reach to.
No, that's not a reach.
It's not that crazy.
Well, you would see something climbing up.
That is crazy.
You would see
for sure.
Moving.
You could see movement.
I would.
You're standing, and there's the whole thing in between. You could see shit moving up walls. Let's be fucking honest.
If you don't see it, then you're not a fucking sniper.
And I think it was nighttime, but there was lights flashing everywhere.
There was on the fence.
I think it was getting nighttime, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah,
I remember that.
The only thing that I wanted to ask, because you brought up the soldier before, and I'm not necessarily mad at you bringing up this point because obviously, like, they're snipers, so like it's something to talk about. But with the guy before, was he a sniper? Because they made a point to tell us in the movie that he's there because nobody's gonna miss him. Like they picked him for that.
Yeah, they picked him for that reason.
He probably might have just been a random.
So I was just wondering on that fact if they ever brought up that he was a sniper because these two were like elite fucking snipers.
The best of the best.
Yeah, I think that was just coincidence.
Yeah, I think so.
See, I was
I don't think he was just a normal soldier, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if they didn't tell us. I'm under the assumption they didn't tell us anything about that though. I'm under the assumption that he's just a soldier. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I was.
That's all I got from.
Oh, that's great. I thought he would be. I thought any of these would be. Any of the people they picked.
No, I think they were just trying to get.
They got to be good shots. No,
had to be that there were people that nobody would care about.
Yeah,
like, nobody cares.
That was her first question.
She asked him the same question.
The first question: do you even have a girlfriend?
Yeah, what's your specialty or your skill? And then I'm a good shot. And that was all that. Yeah. So yeah, you said you didn't like that either. So what didn't you like about them shooting at each other?
No, that's at the end. That's at the end. We'll get to it at the end. No, shooting at each other was fine. The scene was that was cool. That was cool. All the fucking Gatlins and shit. That was cool. Like
I mean like when they were testing the shot. That's what you were talking about.
Oh no, that was fine too. That was fine. Okay. But I'm gonna bring this up now so that at the end we can understand too. At that same night shot, they had all these turrets and that they zoomed out and everything's going off because shit's hitting the sensors and shit. Okay, cool. So we got that right. That's established. Yeah. Gatling guns will shoot sensors. Okay, cool. But yeah, that was fine. But that bothered me a lot. Fucking them being able to see each other back and forth like that. Okay. Then you get to the point of like, okay, let me fucking cross over to you. And he fucking makeshifted an RPG and shit and cool. And he fucking got over there. And I thought that was a little ridiculous. I'm not a big deal, but that was a little ridiculous. Yeah. Like what, on how the fuck
on what?
Yeah, the zip line, like to get over there, on how he did that shit. And then come to find out she has a fucking better zip line at the fucking end of the movie that she could have just
you
gotta
remember when he went over there, she didn't know he was doing that shit until it happened.
No, I get it. I get that point. So that's why it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. But that was cool. Whatever. So yeah, I was on board with that. But then they get into the gorge, and I just wasn't fucking with it. Like I don't know. Like I get it, chemical shit. They were developing chemical weapons. Earthquake came and fucked everything up. That's how the whole gorge fucking got. All right, but to me, the gorge shit at the bottom, I didn't really care for it. Like I thought it was.
It made it seem like it was way worse than it was, and it was like they were just fighting their way through it. Like I get they're expert professionals, but like what the fuck?
They established 2,700. Like, 2,700 some shit soldiers.
And not one of them came back, and you're talking about these two are holding their own.
The two snipers go in. They've been down there for who knows how fucking many hours. They're not exposed to anything. They're good to go. Go ahead. They've been touched by these fucking creatures. They've been grabbed by these creatures, smacked by these creatures. They said, one of these creatures, at the end of the movie, one of these creatures gets out. If he gets out, they can infect everybody. Well, then how come you're not fucking infected? Like you're down there.
They established that though.
Yeah. With the gas, they said, okay, well, if we're down here for too long, then yeah. But to me, if a fucking creature like starts touching you, that just fucking speeds up the process, doesn't it?
Right?
I mean,
but like to you though. But if they establish that rule,
that's the gas. That's not the creature. They established the gas part. And fine, if that's how you want to establish this gas, fine, whatever. That's the movie's prerogative. Yeah. I wouldn't have done it like that. That's stupid to me. That's not the way that shit gas works. But okay, this gas works like that. Fine. But when the creatures, are touching you and fucking they're infected, like you should be like at least sped up. And no, that didn't happen either. Then we get to the fucking whole Jeep shit, which I just at the beginning of the thing, that Jeep is a fucking amazing fucking vehicle. Like that shit fucking found a working battery after decades to put that shit back together. Then they drive it all the way to the fucking wall and are able to scale this wall with this fucking adamantium fucking zip line that they're able to hold onto and go up. But by the end, she's able to just fucking cut it with a knife and just say, "Hey, go ahead and go." Like that was stupid as shit too. So I didn't agree with that decision either.
I knew what that
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That is
okay. Then they're scaling the fucking mountain. He hurt his fucking foot, by the way, but he's an elite soldier, so cool. All right, that's fine. You're fucking, soldier, you're awesome. Go up the fucking mountain. You're able to go up. I don't know however much.
Yeah.
But where was the fucking defenses that I established earlier? How come they didn't get shot at by anything?
Because I wanted to point that out. So remember when they first were shooting at the wall? Remember she was pointing down and they started coming up the first time they interacted with them?
Yes.
They didn't get shot by lasers because that little middle ground where they are, their bases, doesn't have that. It's only on the outer walls because they can't protect everything. So they only protect what's in the middle on their side. The lasers and stuff are on the outside. That's how those creatures got up the first time. Because if not, they wouldn't have been able to get up the first time.
Okay. Well, if that's the reason, then maybe that makes sense to me. But
I guess.
I mean, okay. No, they avoided mines too. Right,
which
that was another stupid shit too. That motherfucker popped the mine. The mine's right next to him. He's just chilling and shit. Like, no, that's fine. Yeah. But, whatever. Not that big a deal. But like I said, the performance was fine. Anya, And Miles, they did fine. The story was okay up until the fucking end, and I already talked about those points, but why'd you guys like it? What did you see that I didn't?
That's a better question.
Well, talking about the negatives that you had, the only really thing that I was like, wow, this is kind of crazy was the car shit. And so for me, that's just why it wasn't like a 10, I guess. But I didn't really have a problem with anything. And I thought, because I already talked about it, that I had saw the trailer. And so when they get into it and you get into the gorge and you know why the gorge happened, I was like, damn, I didn't see that coming. And I wasn't bored. I was entertained. I thought the performances were great, like you said. But yeah, that was the only really big issue that I had. Everything else was just, once it was like, okay, there's fucking creatures down there. I guess my brain kind of separated like reality a little bit. So yeah, shit that was going on besides the scaling of the car, I was like, wow, this is kind of nuts. But yeah, I don't know. I just enjoyed it, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I just feel like a lot of the things that you were saying when we were watching it, I was making fun of that and telling him like how I was like, well, what if like they get up all the way like on that side of the gorge and they're like climbing, like how are you gonna shoot that if they're all the way over there? So I was just like making fun of it, but I didn't like I looked like past all that. Even when the Jeep thing was happening, I was like telling him like, okay, so this zip line can just pick everything up, like, and I mean, I can look past that. I think it was a entertaining movie. It was fun to watch. The love story was, even the love story, I was telling him like, damn, like they're really falling in love, and like when the stakes are so high, like they're leaving their position behind. But like it was just entertaining. I think they made it an entertaining movie. Some like I don't know, it was a good movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. I could look past all that. It's not a big deal to me.
My issue, I guess I don't know why none of y'all thought like this. I guess it's just me. But when they got down there and they found out that everything was contaminated, creatures, plants, and people, and we saw like signs of intelligence. Some people aren't stupid. Like they were setting up traps and stuff. So in my head, I was like, y'all been down here since, and it was the first guy. That was the very first guy that was in the tower. Right. He's been down there for years. It was like 1940 or something like that. You're telling me you've been down there for that long. You have this intelligence. Y'all have this intelligence. And aside from the people, but even the spiders and stuff, like all this stuff could be scaling the walls in different ways. Like if y'all know y'all don't get shot at in the middle, they could have all been going up that bitch on both sides. Like it would have worked at some point. But like even if it's not the people, tell me all those years, none of the spiders or any creatures just made it up there. Made it out, yeah. Like I don't know, that kind of threw me off. But that was one of the reasons. But after our conversation about the negatives, I would drop it back to like a 8. It's more reasonable because there is a lot of like, wow, what the fuck? Like, how is that even possible?
They had a lot of moments. They fucking threw a smoke bomb when they came out of the damn thing. They can't see us. Okay, let's fucking equal the thing, and then the smoke is gone in fucking 2 seconds and shit. And then
I think that was for the viewer. I saw, that caught me too, and I was like, that has to be for us, so we can see.
The knife. She's getting dragged and she's trying to cut the rope with that same knife. It doesn't cut that fucking rope.
I think she missed, didn't she?
No, I think she hit it once.
Yeah, she hit it before it fell out. She hit her fucking whatever.
Well, yeah, tapping a rope isn't gonna cut it.
The way she cut that.
Well, she should know that though, right?
Yeah, well, she was on the zip line compared to trying to cut, but she can't. She's getting dragged and hitting shit. She got knocked the fuck out.
She did get knocked the fuck out.
I thought she had broke something at one point when she had hit something.
She got stabbed.
That shit was crazy.
With a tree branch.
Oh yeah.
I thought for sure one of them was gonna get infected like the entire way.
She was fine.
No, they're fine. They're elite soldiers. Their blood is fucking amazing.
They're already the super soldiers they were trying to fucking make.
But I think we're forgetting the fact that it's been so many years that probably the contamination isn't as high.
It should have been stronger. It's been so many years. Should have been able to mutate. But they don't tell us that. They don't tell me what you just said. They don't tell me what I just said. That just off of other movies and shit. That's the only thing that I can go off.
Yeah.
But like,
I think I think they needed those big names just to sell this movie.
That's crazy.
I do. 4 is low as shit.
Yeah, 4 is low as shit.
It was still enjoyable. You still had a good time watching it, right?
Hell yeah.
Up until the point they went to the gorge.
That the scenes
when you were like saying, "Oh, they can't even see each other," and that's like part of it.
Yeah, that like I'm telling you guys, go rewatch that shit. And that's ridiculous.
I gotta go see that again.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that, but I'm like, I can look.
Yeah, you had to turn your brain off. I get it. I understand. And that's fine. You had to turn your brain off. Some movies are meant to be like that.
Yeah, and that's fine. I liked it. It was
Sigourney Weaver going herself for what? You're a fucking top of the fucking food chain in your company. Why do you physically have to go?
Because it was her mistake.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Generals are not in fucking war like that. She's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say some things I did like. A few things. The Miles Teller and her, they were reenacting like one of their movies. She was playing the drums like Whiplash, and then they were playing chess. I thought that was cool. And then
that was like Easter eggs.
That was cool.
I guess that's how I felt like it. It felt.
I don't know.
And then another thing I didn't like. Yeah, she mourned her dad. It was remember when she was sad. That was her mourning her dad, right? Okay. I was mad that after it all ended, she never went to his grave or anything. I was pissed about that. I was like, she didn't even like.
They had to leave. I'm gonna defend her here. They had to leave, or she was gonna get hunted down. Like, there's no way she could show up to her father's.
I didn't think of that. You're right. Yeah. And then, go ahead.
How did they make it out?
What do you mean?
Unless I missed.
They ran 4.2 kilometers out the way, which they did that shit quick as fuck.
No, that's what I was going to talk about too. I like the detail of him breaking her record. Like, I didn't notice it at first. I was like, why the hell is he checking his thing for the distance? But it made sense. He was trying to beat the. I love.
I think he was beating it every time. No.
What do you mean?
He was like up in it. I thought he was just lying.
Nah, her record was like
what the fuck?
Yeah. He lied about that like longest shot that he had. Or I don't even think he lied. He just let her.
No, yeah, it was her. It was hers. That was her shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was her shot. And, fuck risking the gorge and shit and risking not hitting the shot. You're gonna fucking risk all that shit to beat her record. But all right.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a really entertaining.
Yeah.
movie. I really liked it.
I liked it too. I also liked it.
Your brain was really on watching that shit, huh?
Ooh. It's just, bro, when we have human eyes, man, like you shouldn't be able to do that shit.
I gotta go see it again, man. I feel like you're exaggerating.
Because you giving movies that you've had fun. You didn't have fun watching this movie. It wasn't entertaining to you. Like when they were in the gorge, none of the action shots.
Up until the gorge.
So they got in the gorge and fighting everything. Like none of that shit was entertaining to you.
Nah, that was all right.
When it was in that church, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, how the fuck did they?
They were making that shit seem too easy.
Yeah, I was like, damn, all the spiders. I was like,
that shit had me beat. Right when it jumped on her face, I said, "There's no way. It's over with. Somebody's dead."
She threw a fucking grenade, fireball, or whatever the fuck when they were crossing the damn catwalk with all the organic shit grabbing on her. They survived. That was fine. They just laid down and they're cool.
Because it's just the exposure wasn't long enough.
Yeah, I agree.
I
mean, they didn't really say how you even got it.
Not like that shit.
They just said long exposure. If you expose it for over a day.
So before the fucking 2,400 men were in there, why didn't they leave? If they're like, oh, nothing's down here. There shouldn't have been nothing down there, right? Besides maybe spiders. I don't know.
Right.
I think
you say what killed them all?
That was a rumor too. No, let's get the fact. That was a rumor, and that was probably they were probably sent there to like extract some type of. Because remember, this is
they were there to kill shit. They were there to kill shit, which I guess that they did. Yeah, I guess there was spiders or creatures down there.
But I think they were sent there to get some type of samples or anything because they didn't know how bad it was or whatever like that. So I think when they went down there, they were probably there for too long or something, and something like that happened. Because remember the computer, they were like the computer. The
computer wasn't around in the 40s.
Yeah, they were like, that's new. So they were probably trying to set up shop, and then it ended up going bad.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the 2,700 where they got the whole army of fucking. Yeah. What did they call them?
That's what I'm saying. Ghost Man. That was a rumor.
The Hollow Men.
The Hollow Men. Yeah.
No, was that a rumor? They set them to like.
He said
put an end to the gorge.
That like a bunch of them went down there in horses, and they never came back out.
They all died to spiders.
Spiders.
I think to the radiation or whatever is down there. Whatever turns you into brew.
There's the trees that like just suck you in. So
that was crazy.
There's crazy shit down there. There was a fucking giant ass centipede in that bitch.
Yeah, there's all types of stuff. And
the tree was eating him.
How'd they get down there with horses? How come they couldn't leave with the Jeep?
Oh yeah.
See, that's
their airdrop.
But didn't that come after?
I don't know.
What?
There's no like Jeeps in the 40s.
Oh, the Jeeps probably. Yeah, you're right. Those Jeeps
are probably
were a
after.
little bit later. But
I don't know.
I'm saying, how come Anya and Miles couldn't leave in the Jeep when they got in? With horses?
Think. Didn't she say like, "Oh, we need to scale the thing because the river, like, there's a river in the gorge, and she's like, it drains somewhere."
Because I don't know what they call it, auto ascender. They needed that to get out.
Yeah, before they found the Jeep, they're like, "How are we gonna get out?" It's like, well, we can follow up the river or something because it's got to drain somewhere or some shit like that. But maybe they came in that way. I don't know.
How come they didn't go out that way?
Movie until they started showing the movie.
All right. Well, anything else?
They made them seem like badass fucking killers and shit.
I don't think there's anything else. I mean, how did the plane not get away in time?
The helicopter.
Yeah.
Because he was worried about altitude, not distance. Like shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, right.
So wait a minute. Eights and 9s off of entertainment, and that's it.
Yeah,
I thought it was a really good movie.
I'm telling you, if it doesn't have these big names, this shit is not as good. They're not
like,
saying it's as good.
I mean, you gave Captain America a 7 off entertainment. It's not a great movie.
I don't need
the story.
Like,
the story made sense.
I think
the story made sense.
I think the concept of sending in the soldiers annually, not telling them what they're trying to protect, is a dope story. When it's
I agree with that.
I thought it was cool.
And then it fell apart.
Yeah.
I mean,
the build-up was so.
They were trying to keep their samples and trying to build an army. They weren't trying.
I mean, I'll give it a 7 off of entertainment. That's fine.
I mean, the entertainment, the performances. I mean,
the love story's pretty good too.
Nah,
what else do you need?
Entertainment and performance. Okay, so I just want to keep that in mind when we do the next movie. Entertainment and performance is all we need to get 8 and 9.
What else?
If you would have watched this in the theater, you probably would have gave it a higher score.
I would have been disappointed.
I need to know what else.
The story, the dialogue, the writing.
Points. What's wrong with the dialogue?
Nothing. I'm just telling you what else goes into a fucking 9 and 8 and higher ratings. Because all you guys said so far was entertainment and Anya's and Miles'
and the love story. Yeah,
that's it. That's all I've got.
The action was good.
That's entertainment.
Was good. But I'm saying, like,
story,
and it was fun. I don't.
And did it even tell us what his
you gave
poem
it?
was?
You knocked it. You knocked it
John?
6 points.
His poem
for stupid shit. Throughout the whole movie.
Like, tell us.
Oh, you're right. They didn't tell us.
You know what I mean? I was hoping they would have at least.
Yeah, that would have been a cool.
Like her reading it at least.
For stupidity from
that could be like 2-3 points.
Hell no. When you keep doing stupid shit, it keeps going down.
But that's in one category though.
No, but when you keep fucking building on top of that category, is that movie just not fucking keep going down?
Over what? What was the category?
The entertainment factor and the performances is only that's only 4 points.
Yes,
that's crazy.
That seems good.
Wild.
I just feel like it like you wanted like these deep answers to your questions, and I wanted.
Deep answers, no. I just wanted
a better movie,
a better answer, or a better decisions, better.
Like it's just like it was like I wanted deep answers too, but I was like, it's fine. It was entertaining enough for me. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Bro, 6 points.
I don't know.
Like I can't. I'm gonna go back to reviews now, and if you ever say it was entertaining and it's. Bro, I'm telling you, that is crazy.
Let's go. Let's bring up the reviews and let's find out what you rated too. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
we might have to. Live on the pod.
We're all there at the beginning. Let's do it. I'm down for all that shit.
Right?
Because entertainment and 2 performances gets you 9s. I'm with it.
Those are the only people in the movie.
I'm with it.
Those are the performances.
Sigourney Weaver?
She's in it like 4 or 5 lines.
She's
in it though.
I think she's in like 3 scenes.
Bro, like
I think 3. Yeah, I think 3.
It is literally them 2. Those are the performances. It's them 2.
Okay, that's fine. That's why I said performances and entertainment. That's it. That's all we need. That's all. I'm just making sure. That's what we need.
It's acting like the story is
no. That's what.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
All right.
I mean, and it felt rushed.
Rush is crazy.
I just don't think that this movie needed to have like such a good story when it had the entertainment value, the love story that they got going on, their chemistry. I personally didn't care that it like fell apart.
It was bad.
It was entertaining enough, and I'm not saying that all movies need to be like just entertaining, but for this movie, I was entertained enough where I was like, it was a good movie. Some movies I do need fair. Like a storyline and like great fucking everything. This wasn't one of those movies.
This didn't give either one of
us. I like that answer. That's fair then. That's fair. All right.
Yeah. Anything else? You can go back and pick apart Brave New World to hell. You could pick that movie to hell. The dialogue in a lot of parts of that movie is shit.
What was some of the dialogue that was shit?
When he's talking to fucking Bradley, there's some shit dialogue in there. Bro, 6 points is crazy.
There you guys go. Are you guys let us know what you guys' rating are on the Gorge. Leave all those thoughts in the comments below.